Hello. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to get over the embarrassment of having forgotten something, or indeed someone. I'll give you an idea of when to use certain phrases, and it will help you understand what native speakers are saying. As native speakers, we often know instinctively what to say, but when we try to explain why we say one thing for some occasions and something entirely different for others, it's much more difficult. So here are some thoughts that I and other native speaker teachers have come up with. First of all, the difference between I don't remember and I can't remember. When you claim that you don't remember, it means that it's not known whether your memory fails or has failed you, or you simply haven't even tried to remember. There's also a hint of, I don't remember and I can't be bothered thinking about it right now. I can't remember is used when you need to show some difficulty in remembering. In general, due to some conditions. For example, I can't remember what they told me about the date of the meeting as I was engrossed in reading the latest forecasts. When you claim that you can't remember, it means you tried but failed. I can't remember doesn't mean that you think you will never be able to remember it, only that you cannot remember it now. I can't remember, but I'm still trying and might eventually recall it. I lost my train of thought. To lose your train of thought means to forget what you were thinking right in the middle of thinking about it. A train of thought is a connected series of thoughts or ideas in your head. You're telling someone a story or about an idea that you had, but you get distracted or you're interrupted by something and you forget what you were talking about. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. I was in the middle of telling a story, but the doorbell rang and I lost my train of thought. It slipped my mind. To slip one's mind means to forget something. Here are some examples. I can't believe I forgot our anniversary. It completely slipped my mind. My wife is going to kill me. We were going to have lunch today. I waited at the restaurant, but you didn't show up. Did it slip your mind? They forgot to book out the room for our meeting. I guess it just slipped their minds. Never mind. We can discuss the proposals here. This room is never occupied. It's on the tip of my tongue. To be on the tip of one's tongue. We use this when we know that we know something, but we can't remember it at that moment. I know the answer. I know it. It's on the tip of my tongue. The capital of Venezuela is... Oh, I can't remember. Oh yes, it's Caracas. You must think I'm crackers. Wait, don't tell me. I know that tune. It's from the 80s. The name is on the tip of my tongue. It doesn't ring a bell. To ring a bell here means something is familiar, but you can't completely remember it. The company name rings a bell, but I can't remember where I've come across it before. Have you heard the news about that new law? The one about not being allowed to drive your car into the city? It doesn't ring a bell. It doesn't sound familiar. I don't recognize it. It went in one ear and out the other. To go in one ear and out the other means to forget something as soon as you hear it. Forget something quickly. When we are listening to someone speaking, but we are not really listening carefully. When the other person says something, we hear it, but we don't remember it. Here's an example. She told me the name of her last novel, but it went in one ear and out the other. I just cannot recall it. Listen, my grandma won't remember. Everything you tell her goes in one ear and out the other. I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. It went in one ear and out the other. I'm very distracted today. Be careful with this. This is not a nice thing to say to someone, because you are saying that you aren't paying attention to him or her. Can you refresh my memory? Can you jog my memory? To refresh one's memory means to help someone remember something. It doesn't ring a bell. Can you refresh my memory? I have to look through my notes again from our previous meeting to refresh my memory. Sometimes people say, "Let me refresh your memory," in an angry and irritated way to make someone remember something negative. You don't remember me? Let me refresh your memory. We dated last July. I had a senior moment. To have a senior moment, usually said by older people. This is a humorous way of saying that you momentarily can't remember something simple because you're getting older. So if you want an excuse and you're getting older, you can blame forgetting something on your age. A senior citizen is an older person, usually someone who is 65 or older. Senior is often used by itself as a shortened form of senior citizen. I had a senior moment just now. I forgot the way back to the office, and I spent a quarter of an hour walking up and down trying to get my bearings. I had a senior moment yesterday. I thought I was still entitled to park my car there, but I left that company 6 months ago. You've lost me there. This means I don't understand what you're saying. It escapes me for the moment. This is an excuse to say you cannot remember for the moment. I can't recall. Recall is a more formal way of saying remember. Sorry, it's gone. You can say this when you've tried to remember something, but you just cannot remember. I'm sorry, I don't recall your name. Sometimes we meet people and we cannot remember their name. This is a polite way of asking them to remind you. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. Don't forget to pass it on, place a like, and turn on your notifications.